know what I discovered? Most of us spend our lives chasing approval, chasing success, chasing the next big thing we think will finally make us feel whole. We chase the applause, the recognition, the moment where people finally say, "You made it." But let me tell you something. Life changes the moment you stop chasing everything outside of you and start committing to what's inside of you. Purpose, integrity, service. See, when your heart is rooted in purpose, you don't have to run after things. The right things start to find you. I remember when I was younger, I thought success was something you had to hunt down. I thought if I just worked harder than everyone else, I could outrun fear, outrun failure, and outrun doubt. But the harder I chased it, the more it slipped through my fingers, because chasing comes from a place of fear. Fear of not being enough, fear of being unseen, fear of being forgotten. Purpose comes from a place of peace. One is exhausting, the other is empowering, and I'm not saying don't work hard. I'm saying shift the reason you work. Don't do it to be seen. Do it because you believe. Don't do it because you want applause. Do it because you want impact. When you have a purpose that's bigger than the pressure, you stop asking, "What will I get?" And you start asking, "Who can I serve?" And when you start serving instead of chasing, you'll notice something. You stop feeling empty. You stop feeling like you're running out of time. You start feeling grounded. People will ask, "But if I stop chasing success, won't I slow down? Won't I fall behind?" No. You actually move faster because your energy is no longer scattered. You're not sprinting in every direction trying to prove something. You're focused, you're aligned, you're not led by insecurity, you're led by conviction. That's where real power is born. There's a difference between chasing success and attracting it. Chasing says, "I need this to feel valuable." Purpose says, "I am valuable, so let me give all I've got to what I'm called to do." And when you operate from that place, success isn't something you beg for. It becomes a byproduct of who you are. Opportunities, relationships, respect, they start aligning with your life because your life is aligned with your purpose. Think about it. Chasing is loud, purpose is quiet. Chasing screams, "Look at me." Purpose whispers, "This is who I am." Chasing is about ego. Purpose is about impact, and impact lasts longer than applause ever will. You don't have to chase what's already yours. You don't have to compete for what was designed for you. All you have to do is show up every single day with excellence, gratitude, and a heart that's not looking to take, but to give. That's when everything changes. That's when peace enters your life. That's when your work becomes worship and your struggle becomes strength. The moment you stop chasing success and start chasing purpose, life stops being a race and starts being a mission. And missions don't drain you, they fulfill you, because when you stop chasing, everything changes. You know, people often look at someone's strength or their courage and think it came from comfort. They think it came from things going right, but let me tell you, pain is often the birthplace of your power. Not the kind of pain you run from, but the kind you stand in. The day you stop chasing comfort and start embracing what life is really trying to teach you through adversity. That's the day everything changes. See, everybody wants the glory, but not everybody wants the grind that shapes it. We pray for strength while running from the very situations that make us strong. I had to learn that pain isn't the enemy. Quitting is. Pain is a teacher, and if you're willing to listen, it will reveal parts of you that comfort never could. When you go through something that hurts, physically, mentally, emotionally, you get a choice. You can let it break you, or you can let it build something in you that can't be shaken. There was a moment in my life where everything I planned, everything I thought I would become, was taken in an instant. And it hurt, but I made a decision that the pain wouldn't be wasted. I could either sit in bitterness, or I could turn that pain into fuel, and that's what so many people don't realize. Your pain has a purpose when you refuse to quit. It becomes part of your story, not the end of it. Most people try to avoid discomfort at all costs. They want growth without struggle, success without sacrifice, character without challenge. But the truth is, you can't build muscle without resistance. You can't build faith without uncertainty. You can't build courage without fear. Pain introduces you to your true self. It strips away the noise and asks, "Who are you when everything isn't going your way?" And your answer to that question determines the person you become. Don't misunderstand me. Pain isn't pretty. It doesn't come wrapped like a gift. It's raw, it's confusing, it's heavy. But pain is not there to stop you. It's there to prepare you. It's shaping your capacity to handle what you've been praying for. And if you quit every time it hurts, you'll never get to see what that pain was preparing you for. So no, I don't run from adversity anymore. I don't chase an easy life. I chase a meaningful one, and meaning is often found in the struggle. When life hits you, don't ask, why me? Ask, what now? What can I learn? How can I grow? Who can I help because of this? When you see your pain through that lens, it stops being a prison and becomes a platform. And I promise you this, when you refuse to let pain make you bitter, it will make you better. Your scars won't just be reminders of what you survived. They'll become proof of what you overcame. They'll speak for you when you don't have words. They'll tell the world, I went through fire, but I didn't burn. I broke, but I healed stronger. You might not control what happens to you, but you always control how you respond. And the day you decide that quitting isn't an option is the day your pain starts working for you, not against you. Because pain becomes power when you refuse to quit. Everybody loves to talk about motivation. Motivation feels good, it sounds good, it gets you started. But the truth is, motivation is a feeling, just like excitement, just like fear. And feelings come and go. Discipline is different. Discipline shows up when you don't feel like it. Discipline doesn't care if you're tired, if you're uncomfortable, or if nobody's watching. And that's why the day you stop chasing motivation and start choosing discipline, everything begins to change. Motivation might get you in the room, but discipline keeps you there. Motivation might make you lift the weight one time, but discipline makes you come back tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. And I get it, it's easy to work hard when you're inspired. It's easy to give effort when the music is loud, the crowd is cheering, and life is going your way. But what about when it's quiet? What about when nobody's clapping, nobody's watching, and life feels heavy? That's where discipline lives, that's where greatness is built. I learned that consistency will take you places motivation never could, because motivation is seasonal, it comes with the weather. It's there one moment and gone the next. But discipline is a decision. You make it once, and then you reinforce it every single day through your actions. You don't negotiate with it. You don't wait to feel ready. You just show up and do the work because the mission means more than your mood. See, everybody wants success until they realize it's not a highlight reel. It's early mornings, late nights, repetition, sacrifice, and sometimes silence. No applause, no reward, just you and the grind. And that's where people fall off, because they were chasing the feeling instead of committing to the process. But when you shift from emotion to commitment, from hype to habits, you become unstoppable. Why? Because you're no longer a prisoner to your feelings. You control your actions regardless of how you feel. Let me tell you something. Discipline doesn't just change your results, it changes your identity. You start to trust yourself. You start to build confidence, not from what people say about you, but from what you've proven to yourself in private. You begin to understand that excellence isn't an act, it's a lifestyle. It's brushing your teeth, saying your prayers, doing your reps, staying late, getting up early. Not because you have to, but because you refuse to live a life below your potential. And you know what I've noticed. When people see discipline, they call it dedication, they call it talent, they call it natural ability, but most of the time, it's just someone who made a choice not to quit on ordinary days. They made peace with the mundane. They embraced repetition, they traded comfort for commitment, and because of that, greatness eventually found them. You want to change your life, stop waiting to feel like it. Stop waiting for perfect timing. Stop waiting for motivation to knock on your door. Build a routine, build habits, show up on the days it hurts, show up on the days it's boring, show up when nobody claps, because that's where the transformation happens, in the quiet, consistent, unseen work. And one day, people will say you're gifted or you're lucky, but they won't see the mornings you woke up before the sun. They won't see the nights you stayed when everyone else left. They won't see the tears, the doubts, the sacrifices. But you will, and you'll know it wasn't luck, it was discipline. Motivation might light the fire, but discipline keeps it burning, because discipline over motivation changes everything. You know what wears people down more than failure? The constant pressure of chasing outcomes. We live in a world that tells us our value is measured by results, numbers, trophies, validation. So we start chasing outcomes like our life depends on them. But chasing outcomes creates anxiety. It creates frustration. It makes you doubt yourself every time things don't happen the way you planned. The shift happens the moment you stop attaching your worth to results and start attaching it to effort, to faith, to the process. I had to learn that I can't control everything. I can't control how people respond. I can't control timing. I can't control what life takes or gives, but I can control how I show up. I can control my attitude, my effort, my perspective. And when I stopped obsessing over what I couldn't control and committed to what I could, life got lighter. The mission didn't get easier, but my heart got stronger. See, outcomes are unpredictable. Effort is a choice. Faith is a choice. You don't always see the results right away. You don't always understand why certain doors close. But if you stay faithful in the process, if you give everything you've got even when no one is watching, eventually purpose aligns with opportunity. It's not magic, it's not luck, it's alignment. Most people quit, not because they're weak, but because they're attached to a certain timeline. They think, if I don't see results by now, it must not be working. But let me tell you, just because you don't see the seed growing doesn't mean nothing is happening. Roots grow before fruit shows, and your life works the same way. Your effort, your faith, your resilience, they're building roots. The question is, can you keep showing up even when the world doesn't clap for you yet? There's peace in giving your all and leaving the rest to something greater. That doesn't mean you don't care about results. It means you don't let results control your spirit. You give your best, you trust the process, and you know that if it's meant for you, no force on earth can stop it. And if it's not, it only means you're being redirected, not rejected. I stopped asking life for guarantees, and I started asking for strength. Strength to keep working, strength to keep believing, strength to not get bitter while I wait. And that's what I want for you, not a life free of struggle, but a heart free of fear. When you live attached to outcomes, you become a slave to them. When you live attached to effort and faith, you become free to grow, free to fail, free to try again. You stop measuring your worth by results and start measuring it by commitment. And that's when you become unstoppable, not because you win every time, but because you don't quit. Detach from the scoreboard, focus on the preparation. Detach from people's approval, focus on your assignment. Detach from the outcome, focus on your obedience to the process. Do the work, give the effort, keep the faith, and watch how life begins to move for you, not against you. Because when you stop chasing outcomes and start trusting the process, everything changes. You know what I realized? Success isn't about how much you collect, it's about how much you give. Somewhere along the way, we were taught that success is trophies, money, followers, status. But the truth is, none of that lasts. When the lights go off, when the stadium is empty, when the applause fades, what remains is the impact you had on people. The day you stop chasing achievements and start focusing on impact, everything in your life begins to shift. I've seen people with everything the world calls successful, yet they're empty. They got the house, the cars, the platform, but they don't have peace. And I've seen people who don't have much, but they live with purpose, they serve others, and they go to bed knowing they made someone's life better. That's real success. That's legacy. It's not what you achieve for yourself, it's what you invest in others. You can chase achievements your whole life and still feel like something's missing. But when you live to serve, when you wake up asking, how can I add value today? Who can I uplift? Your life starts to mean something deeper. You stop trying to impress people and start trying to impact them, and impact never goes out of style. Impact doesn't need applause to matter. Let me tell you something. People may forget your accomplishments, but they will never forget how you made them feel. They'll remember your kindness, they'll remember your consistency, they'll remember that when life hit them, you stood beside them. That's impact, that's legacy, and you don't need a title or a platform to start living like that. You just need a willing heart and a commitment to serve where you are. We live in a world that tells us, when I make it big, then I'll give back. When I have more, then I'll serve. But it doesn't work like that. If you won't do it now, you won't do it then. Generosity isn't about the amount, it's about the mindset. You don't need more to make a difference, you just need to care more. And hear me on this, impact doesn't mean you won't be successful. It doesn't mean you won't achieve great things. In fact, when your focus shifts from ego to purpose, from self to service, you become more effective, more trusted, more grounded. People want to follow someone who leads with heart, not just with ambition. Doors open for people who are driven by purpose, Opportunities align for those who put service above spotlight. One day, all of us are going to leave this earth, and nobody's going to stand over your casket and read off your bank account. They're going to talk about your character. They're going to talk about your impact. They'll talk about the lives you touched, the hope you gave, the example you set. That's success. So don't just chase moments, build a legacy. Don't just chase success, become significant. Wake up every day and make it your goal not to be the best in the room, but to be the most impactful. Give love when it's hard, serve when it's inconvenient, encourage when you don't feel like it, because greatness isn't about how far you go, it's about how many people you take with you. Because when you stop chasing success and start living for impact, everything changes.